Salakia. So again, so as I was in Hosea, dealing with how the Lord taking away the beasts of the field, the fowls of heaven, and the fish, which for us, the Israelites, are the lawful foods, right? Lamb, cow, ox, right? Deer. You got the lawful beasts of the field. You got the lawful birds, right? Turtle doves, quail, turkey, chicken, fish, right? Red snapper, salmon, trout, whiting, flounder, cod, right? The Lord said He's taking away these animals, man. Why? He said He made the world for you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians' sake, right? But 2/3 are wicked, man. So these things are happening for the wicked and for the righteous. So this is Leviticus 26 and 26, it reads, when I have broken the staff of your bread, 10 women shall bake your bread in one oven, and they shall deliver you your bread again by weight, and you shall eat and not be satisfied. Right? So you get this in the NLT translation. Let's read this. This is how it's worded in NLT. It's cold, the Lord cold. It say NLT Leviticus 26 and 26. I will destroy your food supply so that 10 women will need only one oven to bake bread for their families. They will ration your food by weight, and though you have food to eat, you will not be satisfied. That's why I tell you in Revelation 6 about uh a penny for a measure of meal, man. For a measure of wheat, man. Okay? And food gonna be scarce, man. And the reason why, the wicked of the earth, man, they gotta get put to death. Because nobody fear the Lord, man. There's nobody on the earth right now that's fearing Yahweh Shema Shai but the hopeful elect, man. Well, the Lord gonna make his name known in all the earth, man. Just like Egypt, everybody gonna know when things happen, it's Yahweh Shema Shai that's bringing these judgments, man. This is Ezekiel 39 and 7. It reads, so will I make my name in the midst of my people Israel. And this ain't just for the hopeful elect, this for the 2/3 as well, man. This for the heathens as well. Everybody gonna know when judgment happened in the earth, it came from the top, man. It came from on high. So I'll make my holy name known in the midst of my people Israel, and I will not let them pollute my holy name anymore. And the heathen shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh Shema Bashar, the Holy One in Israel. So right now, the only ones that know when judgment happened, when you see somebody lose their life, right, grievous deaths, the only ones that know who's putting that work in is the hopeful elect, man. We know it's coming from Yahweh Shema Bashar, right? There's death angels all around us, man. There's death angels and there's angels of mercy, man. All around us, man. Just waiting on Yahweh Shema Bashar to give them the go ahead, man. This is Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 1. See, everybody else that get judged, you just collateral damage and casualties of war, man. The Lord don't care about these heathens, man. As it say, let me read this as a matter of fact, Leviticus 26 and 33. It reads, and I will scatter you among the heathen, and will draw out a sword after you, and your land shall be desolate and your cities waste. So this is the Lord telling us that he's going to scatter us among all the heathens, and he's going to send a sword after us, man. So when judgments take place in the earth, no matter what country it's in, man, there's Jakes there, man. Whether it be tsunamis, hurricanes, or tornadoes, whatever it is, man. Right? That's the Lord judging, man. And if you're a heathen, you just collateral damage and casualties of war, man. Because the Lord begat 2/3 of Jake, man, that's scattered amongst these nations, man. Anytime judgment happen, that's the Lord getting rid of a 2/3, man. Because the scripture tell you in Ecclesiastes 8 and 5, them that keep the commandments of the Lord shall fear no evil thing, man. So in Isaiah 3 and 1, as a matter of fact, let me read this again. Hosea chapter 4 and verse 3, reading the point. The Lord is taking our food away, man. And none of these niggas is considering what's going on, man. You Jake still want to sit around and eat and get full, man. And be full where they can't move, man. And the Lord is taking these fools away, man. Hosea 4 and 3. Therefore shall the land mourn. And matter of fact, I gotta read one. Let's read one again. This Hosea 4 and 1. Hear the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, you children of Israel. For the Lord have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out in blood, toucheth blood. Therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish with the beasts of the field and with the fowls of heaven. Yeah, the fish of the sea also shall be taken away, man. The Lord is taking the food away, man. And who is he using to do it, man? Them that's best fit for the job, man. The Job 9 and 24. This is Isaiah 3 and 1. And the reason he's taking it away, because there is no fear Yahweh Shema Mashah in the earth, man. Isaiah 3 and 1. For behold, the Lord of hosts, doeth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the state and the staff, the whole stay of bread, and the whole stay of water, man. He's taking it away, man. The Lord is taking these things away. And Jake sitting around thinking this is a game, man. This is serious. Right here say, all you proud Jakes too, man. The Lord got you numbered. Verse 2, the mighty man of Israel and Jerusalem, of Judah and Jerusalem, the mighty man and the man of war, the judge and the prophet and the prudent and the ancient, the captain of fifties and the honorable man and the counselor and the cunning artificer and the eloquent orator. This is all wicked Jakes, man. And if you don't have the men, what are you left with? You women. The Lord said he's taking away the mighty man and the man of war, the judge and the prophet and the prudent and the ancient, the captain of 50 and the honorable man, the counselor and the cunning artificer and the eloquent man. If you're taking away all these men right here that's supposed to have rank, what are the limit? What are the women left with? Simps, effeminate, emotional, beta male simp niggas, man. But the Lord taking away. Let's read again. The mighty man and the man of war, the judge and the prophet and the prudence and the ancient, the captain of 50 and the honorable man and the counselor and the cunning out of eloquent man. These things, the stay of bread and the staff of waters, is going to be taken away from these men. So if the women don't have these type of men, what's going to happen? Destruction, death, famine. This is Lamentation 4 and 9. It reads, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pound away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. You see? And it tell you in Second Ezra, it say, he that escaped the sword, he that escaped famine, shall the sword destroy, man. So when you read Amos 5 and 18, the Lord is taking these things away, man. And Jake's still sitting around, still trying to get full, man. What you need to be trying to do is size your stomach down, man. Amos 5 and 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. So you're gonna be running from one calamity to another, from one calamity to another, man. You ain't gonna be able to escape, man. If the Lord ain't dealing with you, you would not. He's taking it away. Because these devils, they got shrimp boats, crab boats, lobster boats, catfish boats, taking all these animals out the waters, man. The Lord set the ecosystem up for the ocean, man. So now you got animals. The waters is full of dung, man. Right? Who's cleaning the waters? Nobody, man. And who's the using? The wicked. They don't care. Their whole thing is they trying to get their birthright back. So anybody standing in the way of that, they gotta go, man. This is Ezekiel 5 and 14. It reads, moreover, I will make thee waste and a reproach about thee in the sight of all that pass by, man. The Lord been doing this for a while, man. Everybody looking at you, Jakes, man. We in the, as the brother said, we in the favelas and the barrios, the ghettos of every country, man. A reproach and a taunt and an instruction and an astonishment unto the nations by round about thee when I shall execute judgments in thee in anger and in fury and in furious rebukes out of the Lord Yahweh Shema shall have spoken it. When I shall send upon thee, when I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction. The Lord is taking away the food, man. Over 20 food processing plants, man. The Lord is taking away the food, man. And he's letting these devils do it because it's the pride of you people, man. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread. This is the Lord doing this. So you think this some out the blue thing, man? No, it's not out the blue, man. This is the Lord doing this, man. So I will send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee. And I will bring the sword upon thee. Out of the Lord Yahweh Shema shall have spoken it. And these things, man, we sit back watching it happen. Jake thinking these things ain't playing out. Hey, it may seem like they're playing out slow every day, man. Prophecy being fulfilled. These devils talking about tracking carbon footprint, man. They want to track the food you eat, the money you spending, man. That's where these devils is at, man. And the Lord letting them do it. Why? Because 2/3 of our people got to be destroyed, man. Let's read this. This is one I bought. He put up Ezekiel 14 and 12. It reads, the word of the Lord Yahweh Shema came again to me, saying, Ezekiel, son of man, when the land sinneth against me by trespassing grievously, then when I stretch out my hand upon it, so like you, and will break the staff of the bread thereof, and will send famine upon it, and will cut off man and beast from it. You see, this is going on, man. And it's the Lord that's doing it. And he's letting these devils do it, man. Remember, these devils is a stick. They are a whooping stick for us, man. He said in Jeremiah 30 that he would not leave us altogether unpunished, man. In Jeremiah 24, when he asked Jeremiah, what did he see? Jeremiah said, I see a basket of figs. I see a basket of good figs, and I see a basket of evil figs, right? This is GMS Spiritual Art, 2nd Ezra 16 to 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famines and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Verse 19, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, right? But for all these, they shall not turn from their wickedness, man. Jake's seeing all these things going on, and they still ain't considering, man. The Lord say, Jake, we supposed to be considering what's going on, man. But these niggas believe, oh, that's Satan doing that. God, these pastors telling Jake, oh, God and Jesus, they all about love, right? That's Satan that's doing the evil. We're gonna get back, as Apostle Rumlock brought out years ago, the normacy bias, man. Okay, if you go to the word normacy bias in Google and hit images, you're gonna see a guy sitting on the beach, and it's a big wave coming towards the guy, and you see they got some little drawings of these other people running the opposite way, but the guy sitting there saying, "Oh, that's a pretty nice wave," but it's finna wipe him out. While the other people running the opposite way, he's saying, "Oh, it's because Jake think things are gonna get back better, man." That's what normacy bias is, man. They think, "Oh, it's a little shaky right now, right? The gas price is up, but it's gonna go back down." Just like I say when the scripture talks about in Second Ezra how victuals shall be so good cheap, man. So Jake been running around here getting French beans, right? French green beans, 2 for $1. Cans of baked beans, and you able to get rice and beans for the low. You think it's gonna stay the same, man? No, man. So it say at 2nd Ezra 16 and 20, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. The video I did the other day, the Lord had an angel to lift this guy car up off the 408 and just ball it up and throw it down to the I-4, man. His car didn't hit the concrete barrier wall. Even the police said it on the article, on the news clip, man. It ain't tell none of the concrete. His car went over the rail 120 feet down and balled up like a piece of paper, man. You can't tell me no one the angel of the Lord, man. And these niggas is still not mindful of what's going on, man. It's a lot of MDK going on in the earth, man. Your local city, man. Go watch your local news. It's like 4-5 different channels in your city. See how much death going on out there, man. This is I'm on that bar to put up. Let's read this. This is Ezekiel 14 and 20. Though Noah, Daniel, and Job were in it, as I live, saith the Lord power, they shall deliver neither son nor daughter. They shall but deliver their own souls by their righteousness. And this is dealing with the hopeful elect, man. The hopeful elect only, man. The Lord said he'll save, Lord willing. That's why I tell you Jeremiah 3 and 15. He gonna take one of Jeremiah 3 and 14. He gonna take one of a city and 2 of a family, man. It say, for thus saith the Lord, power, how much more will I send my four sword judgment upon Jerusalem, the sword and the famine, and the noisome beast and the pestilence, to cut off from it man and beast. Yet behold, therein shall be left a remnant that shall be brought forth, both sons and daughters. Behold, they shall come forth unto you, and ye shall see their way and their doings, and ye shall be comforted concerning the evil that I have brought upon Jerusalem. even concerning all that I have brought upon it. You see? And the only one's gonna be delivered, it said Noah, Daniel, and Job, man, which represents the hopeful elect, man, and their righteousness. That's why I tell you in Philippians 2 and 12, work out your salvation with fear and trembling, man. So let me get these. This is hey, and the Lord got the prophets blowing these trumpets to you, man. This is Ezekiel 7 and 14. They have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready. They have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none go up to the battle. For my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. As a matter of fact, let me get this first. This is First Corinthians. And we're not giving you an uncertain sound, man. This is First Corinthians 14 and 7. And even things without life giving sound, whether piped or harped. What is saying in Matthew, what is that? Matthew 11 and 16. Let's get it. See, these are certain sounds, man. This is Matthew 11 and 16. It reads, but whereunto should I liken this generation? It is likened unto children sitting in the markets and calling unto their fellows and saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented. Right? So you are being piped and harped to. 1 Corinthians 14 and 7. And even things without life giving sound, whether piped or harped, except they give a distinction in the sound, how shall it be known what is piped or harped? For if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to the battle? This is not an uncertain sound. It's a very certain sound. It's a specific sound. So Ezekiel 7 and 14 reads, they have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none go up to the battle. For my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. So you got Jake walking past the camps, walking past brothers, and they hear the trumpet. And it's a certain sound. It's not an uncertain sound, but you know what? To 2/3, it is an uncertain sound because they can't hear the song, man. It said in Isaiah 43 and 8, bring forth the blind that have ears, Salakia, bring forth the blind that have eyes, and the deaf that have ears. Matthew 13 and 16 say, blessed are your eyes for they see, and your ears for you hear. So don't beat yourself all out of shape if a person don't get it, man. Don't worry about it, man. Either the Lord will give it to them at a later time, or they ain't gonna get it. Ezekiel 7:15, the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. This is Isaiah 58 and 1. See, this is about the trumpet, man. Cry loud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and shew my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins. This is Salakia, Joel 2 and 1. And it's over and over. As Apostle Kabal would say, repetition is the father's skill. And if words won't teach, adversity definitely will, man. Adversity will teach, man. If words won't teach, adversity will. Joel 2 and 1. It reads, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. And the trumpet is being blown, man, over and over. And guess what? It's the same sound, man. No matter if you turn to the beloved brother of one Abad, or you turn to the brother Ayash from Mississippi, or you turn to one of the apostles, or you turn to that brother, what's this brother, man, I forgot the brother channel right off the bat. If you turn to this brother here, Geomed Spiritual Art, right? You got this beloved brother right here. And this Lightning Yasha, this brother right here. Virgin Island Straight Gate. No matter what brother you turn to, man, it's the same sound, man. It's the same sound. It's the same sound over and over and over. And what Jake doing, man? Well, we can't get mad because they can't get it. They can't hear the song, man. But it's the same sound over and over, man. One of you. Let's get this. But they rather hear some guy that's telling them some garbage, man. This is Isaiah. So like this is Ezekiel 13 in verse 4 reads, O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the desert. Ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of the Lord. You see, they ain't telling you. They're not telling you to prepare for the battle. But in Ezekiel 7:14, it reads, they have blown the trumpet. Who? Even to make all ready, but none go up to the battle. For my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. So you got some guys that's not preparing you for the battle, and you got guys that's preparing you for the battle, man. This is Joel chapter 1. And 1 it reads, a word of the Lord that came to Joel, the son of Penuel. Hear this, ye old men, and give ear, all ye inhabitants of the land. Have this been in your days, or even in the days of your fathers? Tell ye your children of it, and let your children tell their children, and their children another generation. Listen, that which the palmer worm have left, have the locust eaten, and that which the locusts have left, have the cankerworm eaten, and that which the cankerworm have left, have the caterpillar eaten. There's nothing left, man. That's a famine. Awake, ye drunkards, and weep and howl, all ye drinkers of wine, because of the new wine, for it is cut off from your mouth. For a nation, listen, for a nation is come up upon my land, strong and without number, whose teeth are the teeth of a lion, and he have the cheek teeth of a great lion. Hold on. What's lion is talking about? When these conquistadors and Spaniards came over here to Babylon the Great, what was the name of one of the slave ships? It was called a white lion, man. In Jeremiah 5, don't it say a leopard shall watch over your cities? Right? Listen, man, we dealing with these devils, man. It's a for a nation has come up upon my land, strong and without number, whose teeth are the teeth of a lion, and he have the cheek teeth of a great lion. He have laid my vine waste and bought my fig tree. Psalm 10 tell you what? He lied from wait, right? What song? Well, First Peter 5 and 8 say what? As a roaring lion, man, seek about whom he may devour, right? He have laid my vine waste and bought my fig tree. He have made it clean bare. Who? What did this devil do? Everywhere this devil go, whatever he touch, it turn to dung, man. He have made it clean bare and cast it away. The branches thereof are made white. When you read in Obadiah 1, let's read it. Because I'm going back. Just talking about these devils, man. Everything they touch, it turned to shit, man. Obadiah 1 in verse 5. It reads, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? Would they, it say, would they not leave some grapes? How are these things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? You know this devil because he's not going to leave anything. Let's go back to Joel. It's Joel 1 in verse 7. He have laid my vine waste and barked my fig tree. He have made it clean bare. They ain't gonna leave you nothing, man. These devils ain't gonna leave nothing, man. Do you know how much grapes in the vineyard? How many figs on the fig tree? For somebody to sit and take everything off the, if the nigga take all the grapes, that's a greedy nigga, man. He ain't gonna leave you one grape. I grew up in Mississippi. My grandma had plum trees in the yard in the summertime, right? A lot of plums, man. So you tell me some nigga gonna come and take all the plums, every last one of them, and it's 3, 4 trees in the yard, man? These niggas gonna take all the plums, man. It say, verse 8, lament like a virgin girded with sackcloth for the husband of her youth. Listen, the meat offering and the drink offering is cut off from the house of the Lord. The priest, it say the priest, the Lord's ministers mourn. The field is wasted, the land mourneth, for the corn is wasted, the new wine is dried up, the oil languisheth. It say, be ye ashamed, O ye husbandmen, how, O ye vine dressers, for the wheat and for the barley, because the harvest of the field is perished. It's not going to be nothing left, man. And if you can't see this coming, you already in trouble, man. It's the vine is dried up, and the fig tree languisheth, the pomegranate tree, the palm tree, also, and the apple tree, even all the trees of the field are withered, because joy is withered away from the sons of men. They grievous, man. That's why they right now they coming down with wrath now, man. These devils, the Lord got his hand on these devils. They are taking away all the food supply, man. Fourth industrial revolution, 2030 agenda is to have all resources. They controlling all resources, man. It say, gird yourself and lament, ye priests. How, ye ministers of the altar, come, lie all night in sackcloth, ye ministers of my power. For the meat offering and the drink offering is withholden from the house of your power. Sanctify ye a fast, call a solemn assembly, gather the elders and all the inhabitants of the land into the house of the Lord, your power, and cry unto the Lord. Ezekiel 9:4. That's what we doing, man. We crying. 2/3 gonna be crying for another reason. We crying to get out of here. 2/3, they good right now, but then they gonna be crying about where the food at. But the hopeful elect is gonna be rejoicing in that time. But 2/3, so right now while we crying about getting out of here, not worrying about the food, because the Lord said He's gonna feed His, right? Them that seek Him early, right? They gonna be good. But these niggas that ain't crying right now, the hopeful elect crying right now. And it ain't about the food. It ain't about the water. It's about the hellish conditions we are living in. But 2/3 is good. But it's gonna come time, they're gonna be crying, and the elect, whomever the elect are, they're gonna be rejoicing. It say, verse 15, Joel 1:15, allows for the day of the Lord is at hand, and as a destruction from the Almighty shall it come. It's not the meat cut off before your eyes. Nah, I read Hosea 4:3. He said he's gonna take the beasts of the field, he's gonna take the fowls of heaven and the fish of the sea. The beasts, we got lawful animals, right? The fowls of heaven, we got 4 birds we can eat. The fish of the sea, we got lawful fish, Joel 1 and 15, Joel 1 and 16. It's not the meat cut off before your eyes. And we seen it happen, man. We seen it happen, and these niggas ain't nobody is talking about this. But these Job 9 and 24 YouTubers, they talking about it. But Jake running around here because they still can go to Walmart or Publix or Whole Foods and pick up some garbage. They still good. It's not the meat cut off before your eyes. Yeah, joy and gladness from the house of our power. The seed is rotten under their clods. The garners are laid desolate. The barns are broken down, for the corn is withered. How do the beasts groan? The herd of cattle are perplexed because they have no pasture. Yet the flocks of sheep are made desolate. This guy bound up all this farmer's land. It say because they it say how do the beasts groan? The herds of cattle are perplexed because they have no pasture. Yet the flocks of sheep are made desolate. These devils is taking away these farmlands from these people. Where the animals at, man? Oh Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, to thee will I cry, for the fire have devoured the pastures of the wilderness, and the flame have burned all the trees of the field. And this is coming. The beasts of the field cry also unto thee. You see, just like the trees in Isaiah 14. For the rivers of water are dried up, and the fire have devoured the pastures of the wilderness. All this is playing out right now, man. It's been lands burning, fire, all around the world, man. Things are happening, man. But this is the Lord taking away the food supply, man. Your whole stay of bread and your whole stay of water, man. This is the Lord doing this. And He using these devils to do it, man. And they are doing it. Now we got GMO food. This is Second Ezra 6. Second Ezra 6 and 22. It reads, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Here it is again. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid, man. And you should be afraid right now, man. Right now. Crying to the Lord, man. But you know what? Jake, they don't got it, man. The Lord didn't give it to them. And we seeing these things play out, man. And the Lord is cold how He doing it. And He's taking a little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit over here and a little bit there, man. This is Adam 99 put up Second Ezra 8 and 50. It reads, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. You see? And they get that from Esau, man. This devil taught Jake to be prideful, man. This is GMS Spiritual Art, Second Ezra 16 and 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. When a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb. And you have those contractions, man. Every 2-3 minute contractions. It say which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not. It say they slack not a moment, man. Even so, shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. Hey, and you know something too? A lot of these women, when you tell them, that they salvation got to come through a man, a spiritual man of the Lord, they get offended at that, man. A lot of these women get offended at the understanding of, so a man got to save me. So if I don't get saved by this man, what's going to happen to me? Listen, You're gonna need a spiritual man, man. This is how the Lord set it up. You're gonna need a spiritual man to get you out of what's about to come, man. A lot of women get offended at that, man. Why? Esau got them like that, man. Let me get this. This is Daniel's chapter 8. And what this devil did to us in the Greek Empire, man, I've been going over this so much lately, man. Because it's just been vexing me a lot. This is Daniel 8 in verse 23. It reads, and in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressions are come to a full. Now, this is talking about the Greek Empire. It's a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up. Again, Daniel 8 and 23. And in the latter time of their kingdom, whose kingdom? The Job 9 and 24's, when their transgressions are come to a full, are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up. Listen, and his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. And he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. Is they not destroying wonderfully right now? And it's the Lord got them doing it, man, which is beautiful. Because, hey, we keep going over this over and over and over and over and over, man. These devil kingdom got to fall. What happened with the Roman Empire? While the denarii was falling, or while the denarii was being what is called, what's the word, devalued, they gave them sports, right? What's going on right now? The money is collapsing, right? They transition to a new currency. Well, what's going on? They got people occupied and not paying attention. You got basketball, baseball, football, soccer, hockey, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, tweet, all this stuff, man. Boxing, UFC, which is gladiators today. Okay? Jake is occupied watching all these things go on, man, and don't even know the money is failing, the infrastructure is collapsing, the economy is caving in, man. But Jake is distracted with everything else that's going on, man. There's a lot of things going on right now, man. Fisher turned Hunter, that's the brother. I ain't seen him in a minute. His page must be on strike or something. I ain't seen him. The other brother, Fisher turned Hunter. Hey, we all speaking the same thing, man. Okay? We all speaking the same thing. It's the same horn. Let's read this. Here's another one. Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet, this is humble servant Arun, if I'm pronouncing that right. Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? You're not afraid. Because what the devil told you was when bad things happening, that's Satan. No, man. That's Yahweh Shema shot, man. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and Yahweh Shema shall have not done it? Okay? It's the Lord, man. But it's a trumpet that's giving you a certain sound, man. A certain sound. And again, these women get offended when you tell them that the only way they're going to get salvation is through a man, a spiritual man. And if you say, well, what if I don't got no man? How are you hearing this truth? The unnumbered multitude, in Revelation 7 that wakes up to this truth, how do they hear it? They heard it through the 144,000 men. Now we know all the 144,000 men ain't on the earth right now. Some of them in the spiritual realm. But you hear this truth from the 144,000, man. That's how the unknown multitude wakes up to the truth, man. From hearing it from the 144,000, man. You're going to need a spiritual man for salvation. If you offended, hey, pray to Yahweh Shema Shah and get out of your emotions. So anyway, I just want to make some points. Oh, and again, as it said in Joel, right? Let me read this one more time because this devil is taking away everything. It's the Lord that got him doing it. But the point is, show you how cold the Lord is, man. It say Joel 1 in verse 6. For a nation is come up upon my land, strong and without number, whose teeth are the teeth of a lion, and he have the cheek teeth of a great lion. He have laid my vine waste and barked my fig tree. He have made it clean bare and cast it away. The branches thereof are made white. Who is this? It's these devils, man. Because it said in Obadiah, Obadiah 1 and 5, if these came to thee, if robbers by night, how are they cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? You can't take all the grapes, man. If they came by night, you think they're gonna take everything? Is a you gonna pull the whole tree up? No, man. You gonna get what you gonna get for you can eat, and you gonna keep it moving, man. But this devil, what he gonna do? Now let's just cut the whole tree down and take the whole tree. Forget that it need to be rooted so it can keep growing. Okay, so when the season come back around, no, let's just cut the tree down, take the whole tree. That's how these devils think, man, because they greedy. And they tell you in was that Ecclesiastes 14, man. He is a nigger at his own table, man. It said he is not satisfied with his own portion in Ecclesiastes 14, man. So these guys, but it's beautiful because the Lord got them taking the food from the earth. They creating a man-made famine, man. These devils doing that, man. And rightfully so. Because Jake, hey, Jake is prideful, man. Let's read this. Amos 3. I'm sorry, Amos 6 and 3. It reads, ye that put far away the evil day and call the seat of violence to come near, that lie upon beds of ivory and stretch themselves upon their couches. You chilling, you laid back, you got the nice crib, you comfortable, everything is just all peaches and cream for you, Jakes. They lie upon beds of ivory and stretch themselves upon their couches and eat the lambs out of the flock and the calves out of the stall, that chant to the sound of the viol and invent to themselves instruments of music like David, that drink wine in bowls and anoint themselves with the chief ointments, but they are not grieved for the affliction of Joseph. You got these niggas talking about all 12 tribes is black. You know they ain't grieving for the affliction of Joseph for the northern kingdom. All 12 tribes is black. Where is that at in the Bible, man? The Lord say his heritage is unto him as a speckled bird in Jeremiah 12 and 9, man. But it say, but they are not grieved for the affliction of Joseph, man. Those are brothers, man. But these niggas is bugged out, comfortable. Everybody chilling. Even in Northern Kingdom, everybody just chilling, man. Everything good. And you know something, Jake is all for theyself. Forget about how the next man doing bad. We don't have a monetary problem, okay? Our problem is not financial, man. We have a sovereignty problem, man. And Jake ain't gonna get it until they dying by pain, man. Okay? After death by pain, man. And by that time, you got to come back as a baby in the kingdom, man. So anyway, just some points I want to make, man. The Lord got these devils, man. These devils is really doing a number on the food, man. Like these niggas is burning down everything. These niggas taking over all the land, man. Taking over the land. But it's the Lord, man. And Jay have no clue. Nobody's talking about this but these Job 924 YouTubers, man. And the hopeful elect, man. Everybody else is just chilling, doing everything else, man. This nigga, what's his nigga name? Charleston White. The Lord gonna destroy that nigga, man. All you niggas gonna die grievous deaths, man. Cause you think this is a game. Wait till you niggas don't got no food, man. What verse is that? That's second Ezra 16. Let me get this. Wait till you niggas don't got no food, man. And you gonna see this is serious. Here it is. Second Ezra 16 and 22. A precept to Lamentation 4 and 9. It reads. Matter of fact, let's read 21. Because you niggas is pride, man. You niggas is pride, for the brother had put it up, verse 20. Let's read this. Second Ezra 16 and 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. So you're able to go to McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's and get you a four for four or a 5 for 5 or whatever. You think everything is good, man. Okay? Jay think everything is good, man. We are not in good times, man. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. You see the confusion going on with the transformers running around here everywhere with equality acts, equality right acts, man. That's confusion, man. That's confusion. It say, even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. So while you get to eat cheap food, you see all the death that's going on. This chicken sandwich, people jumping all through the window, fighting over chicken sandwiches, man. Cause the food cheap. You saw the. It's been a lot of death going on, man. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. That's why I read Amos 5 and 18, right? As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, right? Or went into a shack, old rundown building, whatever, nice place, and a serpent bit you, man. Ain't gonna be no escaping from judgment, man. It's either gonna be famine or pestilence or teeth of wild beasts, or your neighbor gonna gun you down, which is a sword. Pestilence, famine, sword, teeth of wild beasts, man. You gonna get one of the four, man. That's what the Lord said it. Let's close with this. Jeremiah 15. And this is just fun right now. It's all kiki and it's all Norma Sabaya spirit right now. But wait till ain't no turning back, man. And we can see that happening right now. There is no turning back. These devils said carbon footprint. They want to track everything, man. Jeremiah 15 and 3. Matter of fact, verse 2. And it shall come to pass if they say unto thee, matter of fact, let's read one. Then said the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shine to me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be towards his people, which is the law and the prophet. Cause them, cast them out of my sight, and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for famine to the famine, and such as are for captivity to the captivity. Now will appoint over them four kinds, saith Yahweh Shema Bashar, the sword to slay, and dogs to tear. That dog represents wolves, lions, tigers, bears, whatever. Anything with teeth. That's beast. And dogs to tear, and fowls of heaven, and beasts of the earth to devour and destroy, man. When you read these scriptures, man, the Lord ain't all love, man. Ain't no all love and comforting and being cozied up, man. Snuggle all up. No, the Lord is bringing judgment, man. So, you see it, man. And it's these devils. And the Lord is doing a beautiful work. These devils, he got these devils destroying wonderfully, man. Like I said, let's read this again. In Daniel 8, the point, man, this is dealing with Antiochus Epiphanes, but this applies right now, man. It say Daniel's 8 and 23, and in the latter time of their kingdom. Then it's done. Hold on. I gotta get this. Second Ezra 11:39. What did it say? It reads, Are not thou it that remainest of the fourth beast, whom I made to reign in my world, that the end of their times, that the end of their times might come through them? Who? Through them alone. Esau is the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning. That the end of their times might come through them. Who is the them? The Job 9:24. So Daniel's 8 and 23. And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressions are come to a full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up, and his power shall be mighty, but not of his, but not by his own power, and he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people that happened in the Greek Empire. The point of them destroying wonderfully, man. And they doing it. And the Lord letting them do it. As the Lord say, he made the world for Israel's sake. 2/3, hey, you gotta die grievous deaths. And Lord willing, we be able to elect number to get salvation, man. Lord willing. But we see these things playing out, and these devils, the Lord letting these devils, the Lord is letting these devils take all the food away from the earth, man. They taking it slowly, but they doing it. Every day is something new with these devils, man. Hey, so Lord was edifying. Gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rikah, Kodash. Give honors to the apostles and elders, great ministers who well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all Israel, whether you can accept it or not. And the sincere salutation to all you arguing, pushing this truth, and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, making it hopeful elect. And shalom to the walk who are listening, learning. You for sisters who are listening, learning. Lord was edifying. Till next time, I say shalom. Walk the ball, the ball. The for tuning in. But Yahweh Shema shall continue to bless you in your houses. Stay prayed up. Hey, the water for your precepts, the water for tuning in, the water. Shalom.